Give me just a second. We got Squirrel Sniper. Greetings, Eric. Greetings, Sniper. And Jamie Brown. Hey, Jamie. How are you? Sebastian. Hey, Yogi. I see an intensity in your eyes in the photo. I'm guessing you were rate training mode there. I was doing a lot in the photo. I'm guessing you were rate. Sorry, guys. A lot of heavy kettlebell stuff and some homemade strongman training, car pushing, sled dragging, overhead carries, sandbag work, all kinds of stuff. One arm deadlift with a really fat bar. It's called a rolling thunder bar. Good stuff. Hey, Kat. Kat says, hello, Kat. What's new? Everyone's saying hi. Yeah, those were younger days. I guess that was about 20 years ago, actually. Doesn't seem that long ago, guys. People who say life does not move fast, it does. It seems to be moving slow, and then all of a sudden you look back and you realize, wow. Let's see. Hey, Big Al. Big Al says, good early evening, Yogi. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Big Al. What are you doing to celebrate your birthday today? Besides eating Jaffa cakes. What's up, Runner Boy? I left you something on your last live stream, Runner Boy. Let's see, Cat saying hi to everyone. So I titled this live stream, as I often do. Of course, I never, 95% of the time, 98% of the time, I never get around to talking about the thing that I titled the live stream about. Runner Boy says, that's when I didn't see you. Yep, I put it there with a message. Hey, Willa. Willa says, how is everyone? Good, Willa. How are you? Big Al says, not a lot. Yogi friend, cooking now. What are you cooking for dinner? It was today. I believe it was today. You're doing shoulders and arms. Willa says, good question. Hey, Karen. Karen, welcome back. It's nice to see you. So I'm going to talk about practice. Chips, rice, and masala. That sounds good. I know what you guys call chips. We call fries. I don't know why we call them French fries. We dip them in. What are they called? Not a steamer. Deep fryer. Yeah, deep fryer. Zipper says, hope you're having a better day, Big Al. What's up, Nightmare? Nightmare, how are you? What's up, Pizza Time? Pizza Time says, what's going on here? Right now, we're just all catching up. Then we'll talk about, who knows, whatever pops up. I do want to talk about practice, not specifically yoga practice, not specifically Buddhist practice or meditation practice, but what we could easily define as a spiritual practice. How do you practice Course in Miracles after you've gone through the entire workbook of the Course in Miracles? Which is a good question. And I'm glad I asked it. Here's the best way to practice. Hey, what's up, Billy Bob? Smile. Cat says, I just noticed, Yogi. Why, thank you. Hold on, guys. Finally. Showing off. Look at my Yogi showing off the big guns. Well, I don't like to show off, but I don't like to brag. Might have blushed a little bit. Hey, Claire. I'm sorry. Syria? Am I getting that right? Appreciate you saying hi. Billy Bob says, hope everyone's having an amazing day. So far, it's been pretty good. I saw a blue heron this morning, and guys, in case you don't know, Billy Bob, the fish keeper, has an aquarium channel. Really beautiful stuff. I hope you guys connect, and you know what? I'm gonna make it easier to connect. Hey, Kobe. With Billy Bob. Billy Bob was gifted a membership. We can also gift him, such as it is, mod status. Mod status comes with zero responsibility, just a way to connect, grow your channel, help support other people. Well, it says, happy birthday, Yogi. Happy birthday to you. Happy late birthday to you. Nightmare says, Sir Yogi with the big guns. Not as big as they used to be. Getting bigger, though, with the kettlebell stuff. It's always easier to regain muscle than it is to build it in the first place. Wonderboy says, I can't read the comments on the live yet. Takes a day until I can click it. Gotcha. It was a super chat with a message. Especially says, just sub Billy Bob. Hey, I also want to scroll up here at the top. And our friend Karen, who has been coming in for a bit. Let's connect with Karen if you guys want. Karen's a moderator, so it's going to be easier for everyone. Easier for her if she would like to connect with people. So, if I missed any comments, guys. Billy Bob says, thanks for the membership. Well, completely random, but hey, I'm glad it fell on appreciative hands. Hey, Toy Pups. Billy Bob says, I like my neighbor. Toy Pup says, it's the real me. We could never doubt you. No one believed it for a second. You see, that's how you make an entrance, guys. Wonderboy says, I didn't see it pop up. Maybe I missed it mid-set. Yeah, probably. However, you'll get the gift. You'll get the money for sure. Especially says, Will, how are you? How's the horse too? How is Rebel? Flip up says, hi, Cat. Hey, Anna. How are you guys? Did I miss Skits? Did Skits come in? Kirby, you're still on vacation, right? Willa says, well, that's the story, Yogi. Hey, we got time. So how do you practice Course Miracles after you've done the Course Miracles? How do you practice Course Miracles if you don't want to do a Course Miracles? Practice smiling. In every situation, offer a gentle smile. Because the ego is not going to want to smile. We're not battling the ego. You're not told to go to war with the ego. To go to war makes it real. We only fight things that we consider to be real, to have a reality in and of themselves. So we don't want to do that. We want to not take it so seriously. which means we don't take ourselves so seriously. So we smile, we practice kindness. There you go. Complete spiritual practice. And believe it or not, it'll take you all the way. Whatever you think you'll get from a spiritual practice, deep relaxation, reducing stress, reducing anxiety, feeling connected to other people, um, awakening to a greater reality, bliss consciousness. Meditation works. It can take a while. Breath work helps because it relaxes us. All kinds of esoteric practices. Nothing will get you there faster than practicing forgiveness, kindness, patience, and smiling. All the stuff that you were taught in Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts. All the stuff your grade school teachers taught you. All the stuff that your parents, hopefully, taught you. So everything's your practice. Going live on YouTube is your practice. Participating in a live stream is a spiritual practice. What an awesome opportunity to practice kindness. And I've been really finding myself smiling quite a bit in the live streams. Well, one, my own practice. I get to practice every day. Someone's always going to give me an opportunity. Sometimes I do well, sometimes I do less than well. But what really has me smiling is seeing how everyone here steps up for each other. We seldom ever see hurt feelings amongst us. We might see it with someone who comes in, like out of the blue, or someone who comes in, but not too often. But right now we have, 11? I think we had 18 at one point. No hurt feelings. None. Has anyone here ever been mad at Squirrel Sniper? I defy you. You can't get mad at Squirrel Sniper. Has anyone here been mad at Sebastian, Kobe, Anna? You can't. It's impossible. Been really blessed. Of course, we've all been mad. We've all been mad at Runaway from time to time. He shall not be names. Never been mad at Laridax. I've been frustrated with Laridax. Hopefully it didn't show through too much. Runaway says, yes, my burning hatred features in the dark. Let's see. Well, Toy Pup says, do you think I can come on? You can always come on. Never have to ask me. Runaway Boy says, hashtag Yogi's birthday. 2 days. It'll finally be over. We're going to emerge from the international YouTube nightmare that we've all been in. The Groundhog Day of celebrating my birthday every single day, day after day after day. Finally. So, Took Up says, Yogi, do you mind if I can go on to explain what happened yesterday? My pet rat needs a personal advocate. I'd like to explain. Yes. Again, always. Anna's in London now. Says she comes from the to answer a question from Big Al, north or west of France. Pip says Pepper comes in with lots of love, but sometimes we don't know exactly the correct way to express. We communicate in our own way. Do you want to come up? Big Al hasn't been in London in about 7 years. I'm not going to answer that question. I'm not going to answer that question, Runner Boy. If you have to ask, I think you know the answer. The cup says we communicate in our own way. There she is. I like that song.
Hello, friend.
Hello.
You are my fave. This is when I can talk without talking. Hello, friend. You are my
I like that.
fave. And then what? What happened yesterday? Holy cow. I was rewatching your live stream, Yogi. Can you guys hear me fine?
Yep.
I was rewatching the live stream and OMG, my puppy pack came in strong last night to your live stream.
So that was them.
Yeah, that was them. And I mean, I was a little bit scared at first because someone was pretending to be me. But I mean, you have amazing moderators on your channel that can detect that right away.
Yep.
Um,
We have
listen,
a toy pups litmus test that everyone
yeah,
must pass.
they did great. I mean, you said I don't come in demure. I'm not a demure personality whatsoever. I mean,
No.
I try so hard to be demure, but it's very hard for me. But they came in so demure yesterday, like, wow, but then they took off like there was no tomorrow. John Cena came in, and then I saw like Cody Rhodes was there. I think maybe all of them came, the whole wrestling, because we're big wrestling fans, right? I talk
Right.
about that a lot. But they were, if I can explain a little bit, they were basically giving us the biggest shout out, and I appreciate that so much from my puppy pack. Sometimes we don't know how to express ourselves, but we want to be part of the team, you know?
Yep.
We want to be included too, right? And my puppy pack sometimes can advocate for themselves because they don't know how to explain, but I want to be that person to explain, okay? I'm so appreciative that you guys protected me like that yesterday. But I feel like if we had just slowed down for a minute and kind of see where they were coming from, yeah, after a while they were being a little bit mean, but because they were already not being accepted, right?
Right.
Um, because we didn't slow down and we didn't just say could be like another person and maybe they're not coming from a malicious place because I didn't hear them say anything really malicious or hurtful to anyone. Um, and I just wanted to apologize too, right? Because we're aggressive with our love situation when we share. We might not share in the way that people think is normal. Listen, my whole life I lived like that, right? I scared people away because I didn't know how to express their way. I only knew how to express it my way. So I wanted to apologize, but I also wanted to explain. Um, that was all. That they were shouting me out, like left, right, center. Everyone was saying it's not Lover Toy Pops, it's not Lover Toy Pops. And every time someone said it's not Lover Toy Pops, they were giving me a shout out.
This is true.
Yeah, they were giving me a shout out that my puppy pack is so smart, guys, and that's why our channel is growing. Okay, so I apologize. I want to apologize, but that's my puppy pack, and they were only here to show you love, Yogi. And you did. You showed them so much love. Like you showed them, and everything you explained was like amazing and on point. And I know they'll be back. They'll be back,
Okay. Good.
but maybe next time we'll be a little bit more gentle with them, right? Um,
Hey, you know I don't mind
once,
talking about wrestling.
pardon?
You know I don't mind talking about wrestling. You and I
I
have had.
know, and that was them too. Because remember, we had a conversation once, and you said I love wrestling, right?
Yep.
And so they felt safe to come in as Cody Rhodes and John Cena because it was a conversation changer. They're so smart, right? So it was like taking the topic from one place to another. And you got to trust in that because these guys know what they're doing, is all I'm saying, right? Because
Right.
hello, look at us grow, right? Um, not
Hey, Snipe.
it's
Sniper just
Oh.
said, just took me by surprise. I do appreciate this chat, Toy Pups.
Yeah, Sniper, and I appreciated you. The first thing I said was like, "Whoa!" And ask Yogi. I had a conversation with him earlier today too, where I told him I fell in love with your channel because not just because of the Yogi promising me a safe space, but also remember Sniper when that someone did come in and was malicious. You detected Puppy Me, and I you. Yesterday, not only were you protecting Yogi, you're also was protecting Puppy Mommy, and I saw that.
Yep.
Yeah, you understand? And because you had mentioned that time that you loved wrestling just like Puppy Mommy, that's why they felt safe. Because guys, they could have came in as any other things, but they came in as their two favorite channel, which is Jimmy and Love Toy Pop. Yeah, they're here to show Yogi love. Okay, let's trust in it. Okay, let's just trust in it because this when people chase these, when you chase them away, then you get stuck. But when you right, and we're just here to help the Yogi grow. My goal, and my puppy pack knows my goal. I want to help the Yogi grow. I want so beneficial to us, and I'm like the Yogi protector umbrella over the Yogi. He gave me that job. He says shelter allowed to share because they're showing Yogi some love. Okay, guys, we know how to communicate, and that's part of like special needs. When you have them, and you have your brain doesn't work the
Hey,
fit in. Help us to fit in too. Just accept us for how we are. That's all we're
yep.
asking. You guys shown us so much love, but yeah, Yogi,
You're breaking up a little bit.
I think I'm lagging.
Yep, just a little bit. Sniper said, thank you for that, Toy Pups. Sniper said, thank you for that, Toy Pups.
I'm gonna read. Makes a difference. I hope it makes a difference. That's all. Listen, my puppy pack can advocate for itself. So puppy mommy is here. As puppy mommy, I promise what I say. I'm here to advocate for voice. Get louder when they. I become. My puppy pack means a lot to me, and they were just showing love yesterday. So let's just. Yogi, by the way, happy birthday.
And the Big Al. I got to throw Big Al under the bus.
Oh, it's Big Al's birthday too. Happy birthday to you guys. Happy birthday to the two of you. Happy birthday to.
Well, thank you for that. She did. That's a pretty
It's her
incredible present, isn't it? Look at that giant hand. Huge. So you're lagging more.
but now I want
Lagging more now than you were.
one.
Oh, Toy Pups is gone. We'll see if she pops back up. Open invitation if she does want to pop back up. All right. So, yep. She wanted to explain, some of the people that came in. Kat says, and the volume is in and out again. Yes. Thank you, Kat. Lagging Queen was in the building. We got most of what you said, your message, and then it was after the message was done, it started lagging a bit. So, mission accomplished. It was helpful. So I will cruise through the chat just a bit, see what I might have missed. Big Al says, yes, Kat, I thought that was just me. Hi, Destiny. Destiny says, how are you today? I'm good, Destiny. How are you, my friend? Thank you for the kind comment on my kettlebell workout. Big Al says, you don't need to explain if you don't want to. Well, I understand you. Toy Pop says, Anna Banana. Rose said, so Rebel was acting up a bit today. Big Al says, thanks for the birthday song, Toy Pups. Just for you on your birthday, Big Al. Big Al's going to carry over the mantle. When my birthday is done and finished on Thursday, then for the next, week and a half, it's going to be Big Al's birthday. With a few in between. Our friend Jennifer has a birthday on the 25th, and Bumblebee T has a birthday on the 26th. Sebastian says, Yogi, I'm ready to deviate from the ego. The good news, it doesn't take much, Sebastian. And it's not a battle. It's not a fight. A lot of people equate anything on a spiritual path as going to war with the ego, that we have to eradicate the ego. All we need to do is not take it so seriously, to withdraw the belief that that's who we are, to withdraw the belief that we're the narrator in the head, that we are those thoughts, the one that is always judging. This is good, this is bad. And that might diminish. It might not. For a while, it'll get louder. Who knows for how long? But all we have to do is just remember. The ego started, according to the cosmology, the metaphysics of the Course in Miracles, into that perfect oneness. God and the extension of God, the mind of God and the thoughts of God, meaning us. There crept a tiny mad idea in which we remembered not to laugh, which means that there crept this idea, what would it be like if we were our own creators? If we were separate from the mind of God, which of course is an impossibility. But because we forgot to laugh, and because as ideas in the mind of God and ideas leave not their source, one of the central premises of A Course in Miracles, ideas leave not their source. And we have all the creative capabilities of our creator except for one. We can't create ourselves. However, we can have a very powerful dream in which we create a universe, in which we create a world, in which we create an ego. But unfortunately, the ego has gained some prominence and a belief system. Laughter is fun, absolutely. Zipper says we can only see out or get a glimpse of what we're looking at is a pure ego and reflection. I like the thought the great German Christian mystic Meister Eckhart said, "The eye in which I see God is the same eye in which God sees me." The eye of the eye, as David Hawkins called it. Hey, Stardashian. Star, how are you, my friend? How's the gig work before Easter?
Nobody mutes toy pups. Nobody, not even YouTube. Yogi said I can come back on, guys. He said.
I did.
He said,
Anytime.
he said you don't even have to be here for 5 minutes. He told me. If Chase comes in here, listen, Chase. I'll try to look at the time, but I'm kind of blind. So tell me when my time is up.
Hey, Spinny.
I just wanted to make sure that my message was heard.
Yep.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Yeah. Sometimes it's funny. And sometimes when we see funny, it can also sound rude or mean, right? Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Sometimes we were talking about laughter is fun, right? And some to be funny. Listen, nobody ever laughs at rude. And seriously, I have a dark sense of humor. I'm very sarcastic, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to be funny, right?
I always appreciate your humor.
Yeah, my humor is funny to me. That's all that matters. I find it funny. I'm like, oh my God, that just made me laugh. And it just takes some words sometimes. And I'm not gonna lie, I cracked up so many times, right? Because I was like, oh my God, I can't believe Cody Rhodes came. I can't believe John Cena was there too. I missed it.
Yep.
You know
There
what I
was a
mean? I love them. And I can't believe I feel sad that I wasn't here to advocate for them yesterday. You
right.
know?
Well, the thing is, just no one knew. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, no one knew. But that's why I wanted to come on, right? That's why I wanted to have a conversation about it. Because communication is such a weird thing, guys. It's so weird. And like how I'm talking now, you can hear my emotions, right? Like you can hear how I'm talking, the tone of my voice. It makes a difference, right? Like if I was to be like this, oh my God, blah, blah, I would be sounding so different, right? But that's because you can hear me. But in a text or a comment, we can't hear an emotion behind it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Unless we write right after our message being funny, being sarcastic, that wouldn't make it funny anymore. That wouldn't be make it like work anymore. You know what I mean?
I
Because
do.
other people don't do that. So why do I have to do that? You know what I mean? Like it's how you read it. It's always a reflection, right? how you read comments. But I find that being on YouTube, a lot of people misinterpret written stuff.
Right.
And we just need, like the yogi said, slow. Hilarious. Could it be? Could it be? Right?
True. You're starting to lag again. Jace said hi, by the way. Let's see. Unfortunately, Toy Pups popped out again. We'll see what happens. Nice job, Jamie. It's a nice squat. 7 reps with 80 kilograms. It's about 175 here in American weight. Phoenix says, "Morning, my friends. I woke up late. I'm so sorry." It's quite okay. We're glad that you're here now. Jace, my friend, how are you? Let's see. Smitty says, "Sup, Jace? Hey, is everyone subscribed to Smitty? One of the premier gaming channels on YouTube. There's actually, I believe, Caleboo and Smitty were the first gaming channels that I subscribed to." Pip Up says, "Sorry guys, it was lagging queen again." That's okay. Pippa says, "Took me off guard, Eric." Oh, the people coming in? Sebastian says, "Phoenix, I enjoyed hanging out this morning." Jay says, "Every river starts with a single raindrop. Its path is never set, and it flows varies, but eventually becomes part of the ocean. Waves, but only raindrops." Now I'm going to be listening to BJ Thomas play in my head all day. Raindrops keep falling on my head. From the great classic Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, one of the best westerns ever. Anyone care to come up and debate that issue? One of the first conversations I had with Smitty was about the best movie westerns ever. Destiny says, "How's your day, Eric? Happy Tuesday." Thank you, Destiny. My day is going okay. It's a non-kettlebell day, so it's a recovery day. I did do some burpees. I did do some pull-ups. 2 rounds of yoga. Got my writing in. Always, if I get my writing in, which I do every day, but even having done that every day for 26 years now without missing a day, I still feel I've accomplished what I meant to accomplish. Because above all, not a yoga teacher, not exclusively a meditation teacher, not exclusively a breathwork coach. The one title that I've ever wanted to give myself was artist, was writer. Hey, Bisay. Hey, Eric, from Michigan, first time here. Hi, Toy Pups. Bisay, nice to see you, my friend. That is Michigan, right? Am I? I think uncovering your hidden artistic talent, cultivating it, doesn't necessarily mean professionally. Cultivating it for your own sense of joy is one of the greatest things that we can do. And your artistic expression could be a YouTube short. It could be drawing. It could be doing origami. It really doesn't matter what it is. When it makes you feel fulfilled for having done it. BS says, yep. Can we do breath work? Absolutely, Willow. Song ahead. Hey, Song ahead. Hey, Home Spice. Sorry, I missed you when you first came in. My apologies. Sebastian says, yes, on my way, Yogi. Well, maybe not today. Home Spice says, say, Yogi, just came in to support working, but leaving it on. Thank you. Appreciate that. So, Sebastian, just remember, it's all a practice. Everything we do is a spiritual practice. When we take it as a practice, the great news about a practice is we don't have to be good at it. We just practice and we practice and we practice. When we can learn how to do it joyfully, thank you for that, Destiny. I appreciate that. Something different about you, Jace. Oh, it's the hat. It's a new hat. Hey, so are you literally seeing the world upside down? Me? All right, here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Happy birthday, Yogi. 'Cause your birthday comes every day. You're nearly 60. And we love you, and we just have to say happy birthday. Hopefully that was in tune enough.
That was. I got that one right away.
And obviously it may stick just a little bit. I'll tell you what, I have those smart glasses that have the varifocals, but it's one lens. It's upside down, then I was like, I can't see a single thing. I'm blinded. I'm just blurred. So
Hey, you want to hear a story about glasses? I don't remember his name.
if you
Go
could
ahead.
do it in like 3 minutes and 45 seconds, then yes.
Oh, I don't know if I can. Anyway, this
Go
is
on.
your time. I don't want to take up your time.
It's not my time. This is the expression of love and
It's
caring and kindness.
our time.
And as has been, it's everybody's time. As has been explained, we're all part of the same picture, the same build-up, the same makeup. Whether we're having a good day or whether we're having a bad day, we've got to remember we're all here together. So we've got to share the good times and the bad times and look out for each other. And that's what it's all about. And that's what you magnify 100% every single day. Talk to the chat. Talk to them.
I just want to put a little reply. I'm listening though. I
It's
do
all good.
want to say hi to Michael. Willow, I didn't see the whole story, but I will double back and check it out.
Sister Destiny, much love, much kindness. Good to see you, Anna. Yep, Xena's constantly playing. And the skies, as you can see from the skies, we are due one big storm. I think it's going to rain heavily. But anyway, 2 minutes 37. I'll make it a quick one today. Obviously, I don't want to take up too much of people's time, but pleasure to come on and sing a song for you. And much love to everybody. And as Mumsy said, keep spreading the love. It's all good. I'll do this today.
Hey, are you going live?
Maybe. Not sure. See how it goes. I've cooked my food already. I probably will. I think I'll do a bit of core.
Good.
And some burpees.
Right. So a bit of core and some burpees is 500, 600.
Yeah, probably
couple
something
thousand.
like that. It's just a few reps.
Right.
Yes. Love to everybody, and keep the week going positively. Nearly there, mate. Question: are you going to do anything special on your last day of the 50s? Hello, Danny.
That would be tomorrow. Man, my last day in the 50s. I'm just gonna work out. My days are the same. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
What are you saying about tomorrow afternoon? We'll do a little session. Doesn't have to be burpees either.
Let me think about it. I got my kettlebell workout.
yes, that's fine. Maybe do some stretching. So with your yoga skills, obviously, some of the stretches that you showed us on the members only videos,
Right.
very, very, very beneficial, and it's taught me quite a lot. I'm very interested to learn a little bit more. So if you're interested at all, we could maybe do some stretching exercises just for mobility and movement.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Okay, something to think about.
Yeah,
Right then,
I
people.
appreciate that.
4 minutes, 20 seconds. I've managed to stay under 5 this time. Much love to you all, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you,
Bye.
Jace.
Much love.
Much love to you, my friend. Did you guys get the song? Not the lyrics, but the melody that Jace was singing there. Raindrops keep falling on my head, as Voice Sniper said. Danny's saying hi to everyone. We got a link drop for who do we get? Oh, for Steffi. Hey, Steffi. Welcome, my friend. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure that our friend Steffi is modded up. Make it easier if she would like to connect with anyone, or if anyone would like to connect with her. Much easier. Steffi, thank you so much for the kind comments that you've left on my nature shorts. Very much appreciate them. Michael has the writing going. Willis says, I got a question for you. Karen says, hope you're all doing well. I hope you are too, my friend. We got some love from Toy Pups. What's the question, Willow? Toy Pup says, we love you, Jace. We do love Jace. Anna says, hi to Karen. Thank you. Hope you're doing well too. Michael says, going good. I'm starting on chapter 2. Nice. For those who don't know, Michael is writing a book. Tiffy says, hi, Jace. Yes, a lot had happened. Toy Pup says, Michael. Anna gives Michael a thumbs up. So, guys, in just a minute or two, we're going to do some breath work. Well, it says, when you do yoga, does it help? Well, let's take it on the physical level first. Let's clarify. When I talk about practicing yoga, when I talk about doing yoga, when I talk about being a yogi, it has actually very little to do with anything physical. It has very little to do with postures. Postures are an expression of yoga. And Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, which is considered the Bible, the handbook of yoga, 197 sutras, asanas are mentioned 3 times, and all of them are in relation to sitting in meditation. So on a physical level, it helps to be flexible. Flexibility is wonderful in life. When we train our body to be flexible, we're also training our mind to be flexible. A flexible mind is resilient and responsive versus being stiff and resistant. So we learn how to roll with the things in life. As well, getting on a more subtle level, we're working the subtle body, the energy body. Yoga talks about koshas. Koshas are different bodies that we possess. The food body, the body of form. And then we have the pranic body. It's the energy body. We cultivate that with the breath. Willow, you're practicing yoga every time you come in here when we do breath work. Pranayama, which is breath work. We're cultivating the subtle energy that animates every single aspect of life. Hey, Gravity Core, how are you? And then we have we could call it the etheric body. That's the connection between the pranic body and what Squirrel Sniper would call the oversoul, or in yogic terms, the Atman, the soul. And then we have the ultimate source, Brahma, bliss consciousness, consciousness itself, the absolute. When we practice yoga, we're bridging the gap between all of that, so that we recognize ourselves as having all these subtle bodies, but ultimately just being an expression of that one body, the mind of God, the absolute Brahma. So when we're practicing the physical, we're getting in touch with all of those bodies. Michael says, speaking of meditation, Yogi, I did a virtual tour of my meditation in Hidden Rock Garden. Oh, nice. You bring your channel up, Michael. I don't want to miss that. Hey, drop the link if you want. Stephanie says, thank you so much to Jace. Gravity Course says, hello, Tyson Yogi and Squirrel Sniper. Mark, how you doing? Are you guys connected with Gravity Core Fitness? There's a couple fitness channels, primarily fitness channels, that, in my opinion, all of them are excellent. I love visiting all of them. Gravity Core Fitness, Jace, Jesse, those guys they bring something special to the table. You know what they bring special? They bring themselves. Mark and Joe, in the gym, outside in the field, or in the pub, it's a good time. Well, we're giving shout out to fitness. We give two more. Runner Boy. I've called Runner Boy the most precise lifter that I know, especially for his age. And Jamie Brown. I'm not sure if Jamie Brown would classify himself as a fitness channel. Maybe not exclusively because he does so much. But he certainly knows his fitness. From supplements to diet to working out. Jamie knows his stuff. Anna says 30 likes. Wow, thank you guys. Much appreciated. That was a great question, Willa. So, yoga starts with ethics. Now you guys are in trouble. Someone asked me a yoga question. So you know I'm going to talk about yoga. You also know I'm going to tie it into A Course in Miracles. In my opinion, I make no difference between my practice of yoga and my practice of A Course in Miracles. Yoga begins with the ethical restraints. They're called restraints because we restrain one thing so that the opposite will grow. The first one is ahimsa, which means non-harm. So we restrain from harming, and what grows is peacefulness itself, outer peace and inner peace. There's no difference in the end. When we are fully tuned in to the frequency of peace, violence itself is an impossibility. Not just for us, not just towards us, but even in our vicinity. Said that, great saints, St. Francis could stroll through a violent mob and not only be untouched, but the mob would quiet down, cease to be violent any longer. Those are great saints. We can get there. We all have the capabilities of every single great saint. But hey, maybe not soon. We just got to practice. And the benefits. So maybe we can't quiet a mob. That's okay. We can have a sense of inner peace. We can learn to roll with the punches, surf the waves. Second one is truthfulness. The third one is not stealing. Fourth one that everyone dislikes, it's brahmacharya, which means sexual restraint. Abstinence doesn't have to be. What it really means is being mindful of our energy. And one of the most powerful forms of energy, sexual energy. So some yogis practice brahmacharya completely, meaning abstinence, and others are just mindful of how they use their energy. And then the last is non-possessiveness, which means non-greed. And all of them you take to a deeper level. So when you practice truthfulness, everything that you say, when you take it at its deepest, most subtle level, Everything you say must come true. You become an expert manifester. Because if you say this is so, it has to be so because you only speak the truth. That's how powerful it is. Also, on a personal level, when we say like non-harming, that includes our thoughts, and it includes our thoughts towards ourselves. So, Willow, consider that. To be a yogi means you have to be mindful of the thoughts that you're offering yourself. Are you being kind? Are you harming yourself? Hey, Miss Blipper. Non-stealing. Seems obvious. Don't take something that doesn't belong to you. But are you stealing someone's dignity? Are you stealing someone's self-worth when you make fun of them, when you tease them, when you hurt them, when you call them a name? Even when you have a thought that's negative about them, when you judge, you're stealing something from them as well. When you have these same thoughts towards yourself, Willow, you're stealing from yourself. You're stealing your self-worth. The only reason I'm saying Willow is because she asked me about yoga. Non-possessiveness. When I'm willing to give everything away, nothing can be stolen from me. Don't expect to get there anytime soon. It's a practice. And as our friend, the great yogi, Love Our Toy Pups, says, the thing is the thing. The practice is the thing. St. Catherine of Siena, the saint, where was Siena? Was she French? German, I believe. German saint. Every step to heaven is heaven. Practicing forgiveness is forgiveness. Practicing peace is peace. All right. Sorry, guys. So anyway, that's that, and then there's the yamas, the niyamas, which are personal practice, cleanliness, things along those lines. And then we have the asanas, which is the physical. Then we have pranayama, which is the breath work, and then we have pratyahara, which means withdrawal of the senses. Instead of always looking outwards, we begin to turn inwards. And then we have 3 aspects of meditation, from one-pointed awareness, one-pointed concentration, to absorption, to bliss consciousness, samadhi, which is the end result of yoga. Everyone's been warned. If you ask me about yoga or A Course in Miracles, there you go. Rilla says, I'm not harming myself today. I'm not saying anything. You can always send me an email. Hey, Rebecca. Sorry I missed you coming in. Michael says, the book is mainly going to be about surrounding cases of ghosts and haunted or cryptid sightings dating as far back as the 1700s. Can't wait for it to be done, because then we're going to promote the heck out of it. Willis says, Phoenix will be in your live today. Awesome. All right, guys. Gonna do my best to catch up. We're just gonna talk for a few more minutes. Jay said he's probably gonna go live. I think Phoenix, you said you're gonna go up. Practice peace. Absolutely. And it is a practice. And you know what? A live stream is as good a place to practice it as anywhere else. Sebastian says, Yogi, may I send you an email? Yes. Do you have my email address, Sebastian? Is on my channel, but some people say they can't find it. I know I'm not supposed to do this, right? However, there it is. Let me know when you have it, and then we'll go ahead and delete it. Sebastian says, did you receive my address? Did I? I have not. Willis says, need some help at the moment. I need to say something, but I don't want everyone to know, Sebastian. I will email you, my friend. Hey, Share Bear, how are you? I know I missed some people. I apologize. Rebecca says, how are you, Yogi? I'm doing good. We're going to have another surprise this evening from our friend Big Al, by the way. Sebastian says, did he receive my address? That's a real Sebastian. I need some of your wisdom. Will says, yeah, Yogi, so I just need some advice. Phoenix says, as Yogi, my friend. Thank you, Phoenix. I appreciate you watching. Sebastian says, yes, it is available. I just wanted to ask first, Yogi, out of politeness, and check out. You wouldn't mind. Don't mind at all. Anyone can. Anyone can reach out, whatever reason. Rebecca says another tutorial is at coffee this time. Even better. We did talk about it yesterday. Mark says, Yogi, thank you for spreading such positivity and helping others with your stream. Salute you, sir. Thank you so much, Mark. And hey, right back at you, because you know we have different delivery, but our message is the same. You guys, you and Joe, perfectly demonstrate what I was describing. Equanimity. I've never seen you guys get thrown off balance in a live stream. Well, it says, we can do breath work right now. Phoenix says, don't skip ads, watch them. Thank you. That's okay. Phoenix says, Soulster sister. Did I miss Soulster? I apologize if I did. So guys, we're going to do some breath work. Soulster says, I have one playing on my laptop, Dolly. Thank you, Soulster. Appreciate you being here. All right, so I'm going to do some breath work, and we're going to close things down for the afternoon. Much appreciate you guys being here. Let's do our standard, a great afternoon practice. It's also a good nighttime practice. Breathing in for 4, holding for 7, exhaling for 8 through the mouth. Pursed lips with a whoosh. Put your tongue behind the front teeth on the roof of the mouth. Just touching the front teeth. You guys can see. Not that you need to see the roof of my mouth. So we breathe in. We want to use that ujjayi breath. Breathing in for 4, hold for 7, and then when we exhale, with a whoosh. The whoosh is important. Whoosh is relaxing. You ever seen anyone tense when they're whooshing before? You ever seen a stressed out person whoosh? Stressed out people don't whoosh. Relaxed people whoosh. So we're whooshing also to slow the breath down so that we can make that 8 count. So you're not blowing out for 8. Here's the difference. I don't want to look like I'm blowing out a birthday candle. I'm going to breathe in for 4. I'm not going to make it to 8. And if I do, it's going to be forceful and it's not going to be relaxing. So I'm going to breathe in for 4. I went past 8 just to demonstrate the difference between blowing and releasing. Probably didn't sound right. So, stressed out people don't whoosh. You can quote me on that, Rebecca. Stressed out people don't whoosh. That should be a bumper sticker. I should get that on a t-shirt. If I ever get around to doing merch, that's going to be one of them. A t-shirt that says stressed out people don't whoosh. Thanks for saying that, Rebecca. All right. So, if those who are going to participate can, thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Rebecca's is laughing. That's a good one. For those who are going to participate, if you can close your eyes, we're going to do some whooshing. Will is ready. Close your eyes and bring a light, gentle focus to your breath. And let's bring the attention to the tip of the nose. Breathing in through the nose, mindful of the breath. As the breath is released, mindful of where it passes. Just feel the warmth of the breath passing at the tip of the nose, in and out. Every easy breath, we relax a little bit more. Bring your awareness now down to your chest, continuing to breathe nice and easy. Just bring your awareness to that heart space, the beating of the heart. You don't have to strive to feel that beating. You know that it is. Just some gentle awareness there. And then bring your awareness to your belly. Noticing how you breathe in, your belly expands gently and easily. When you exhale, the belly falls. Expands and falls. Everything happening on its own. Nothing that we've talked about you've had to do. Breathing happens on its own. Relaxation happens on its own. We're going to do 5 rounds of the 4-7-8 breath. Breathing in for 4, holding for 7, exhaling through the mouth, the tongue on the roof, right behind the front teeth, for a count of 8. So we're going to do 1 breath. Just breathe in and sigh and release. Let the breath go. Deep breath in and sigh. And now we're going to do the 4-7-8. So we're going to breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale with that whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And relax. Let the breath flow gently and easily. Resting in that awareness that we brought to the breath, the awareness that we brought to the heart center, the awareness that we brought to the belly. Your body's at ease, your mind is at ease. And when you're ready, I will see you in the chat. Goodbye, Karen. So I hope that worked for everyone. We're going to wrap things up just a minute. Rebecca says, thank you, Yogi. You're welcome, Rebecca. Let's see. MK says, thank you, Yogi. You're welcome. Anytime. Anytime you guys want to do breath work, just let me know. Anna says, thank you so much, Yogi. You're welcome. Thank you, Anna. So, who was it? Jay said, he didn't say, he said he thought he was going to go live, do some core work. So maybe we can see Jace. Phoenix, you're going live, right? Phoenix says, thank you. You're welcome, my friend. Phoenix said she's going to go live. I think that Willow is going to be doing a live stream. Michael's got a video up, guys, of a tour of his little meditation room, right? Virtual tour. It's a short. We're going to be there to watch it in just a minute. So let us know, guys. What are you going to do? Soul Stars send some love. Thank you, Soul Stars. Rebecca says, always remember, stressed out people don't wash. Always remind me of that, Rebecca. Stressed out people don't wash. Willow says, yeah, we'll probably after my dinner. I got a new art thing I want to do. Nice. So, Willow, think about that little yogic talk. If you're practicing breath work, you're a yogi. If you are, hey, if you're doing burpees, if you're running, all of it's a spiritual practice, all of it. MK says, honestly, when I'm stressed out, I do breath work with a whoosh. A lot of the time, it's a great stress relief, and a lot of people naturally do it when we're stressed out. Because we're relieving stress. Big sigh. Well, it says, all right, what about walking yoga? That's yoga too. It's all yoga. Breath out, not breath work. Got you. All right. So let's be on the lookout for each other out there on the YouTube freeway. Bo says, I do breath work fire always in the morning. Always just started remembering, and I do it every morning and whenever I need it, if I remember. It's an awesome breath. Everyone likes it. Everyone I've ever taught really likes it. Willow says, bye, yogi friend. Bye, Willow. Let's see. Anna's saying bye to Willow, sending some love. Willow says, yes, Anna. All right, guys, I'm going to see everyone. Hey, later today, if you're around, come on back and visit. Big Al's going to pop up. We got a special treat for everyone. Phoenix says, ads, buddy. Thank you, Phoenix. Much appreciated. All right. Thank you. I'm going to see everyone later. Hey, Eric, thank you. Eric Point says, another great live. Gives us a thumbs up. Much appreciated. Take care, guys. Snappy says, there he is.